Hi everyone, it's Justine here from House of Mahalo. Thank you so much for joining me. So today in this video I want to share with you some different things you can try with your printable papers just to change things up a bit, give yourself a fresh challenge. I've got a few ideas that I want to share with you. This is not an exhaustive list, of course. There are various different things that you can do. These are just a few little seeds to spark your creativity. And I hope you get some enjoyment from seeing them. I hope you spark some ideas. So here we go. Let's go with the first one. So the first idea is one of my absolute favourite little things to do, which is to print your pages or your fussy cuts or whatever it is you're printing using a 2 to a page setting. Now all printers are different, so you will have to look online for how to do it for your particular printer or computer that you're using. But if you can find a 2 to a page setting, it can give you, or even a 4 to a page setting, there are different ones you can try. It can give you lots of different options when it comes to using your printables. So if you've got the full-sized sheet and you're printing it 2 to a page, they're going to be sort of half the size. And if you're printing them, say, 4 to a page, it's going to be a quarter of the size. So here's an example with my shabby botanical journal cards. So these come as quite large sheets on an A4 page, but you can print them 2 to a page, get them to be smaller. And then with these ones, I turned these into these little fold out accordion writing spots. Isn't that so fun? And I just think that's a really easy way to make your printables do more for you. Other ways to do that would be if you've got like big journal pages. If you print them smaller, you can make mini journals and zines out of them, that kind of thing. So that's an example of that. And then with the others, so again, I printed all of my journal cards 2 to a page. I was then able to make this little scrappy tear-off pad. So it's removable, it just slips out of this belly band. And then each of these different pieces can be used in the project, and then this could be replaced with something else, or all of these things could be written on and used in some way in that respect. And this just came from the journal cards printed 2 to a page. Here's another idea for you, and it's to switch up how you decide to use the papers. So instead of seeing the printables as just full pages ready to use as is, fold and go. Of course, there's nothing wrong with doing that, of course, because they're fab as is. But you can also try breaking them apart and reimagining what you're going to do with the pages. So I've got some ideas for you. You can cut out individual elements from a page and use those as fussy cuts or embellishments, or do something with the little images that come in the full page. You can turn different pieces from the page into tuck spots or little pockets. And you can also fold your pages in different ways to create tip-ins, fold out pages, hidden parts of your journal, interactive pages, all of that good stuff. Now I've got a couple of examples. So these first ones is from my garden folio journals I made, I believe, last year. And the fences were on the kit page, and I cut those out, backed them onto some cardstock, and I turned those into these fun little pockets to put little bits and pieces in. Something else that I've done, which I will be sharing on a video soon with you, and that was how I folded my pages, not in the centre, slightly skew-if, so that I could create tip-ins, and then those became interesting little pockets for my woodland field diary journal. I will have a video coming out soon to show you exactly how I did that. It's really easy to do, but it will give you some ideas on how to use pages in a different way. And something else I wanted to mention here is how you can change up what paper types you're printing your printables onto. So there's all different kinds of things that you can print onto. Here are just some ideas to get you thinking beyond the obvious of printer paper. So we can print on book pages, tea or coffee stained paper. Maybe you've got some papers that you've painted or watercoloured in the past. Obviously wait for those to dry before running them through the printer, but you can absolutely do that. You can print on parchment paper, linen paper, those are sort of nice textured papers, vellum, envelopes. You can even print on fabric. You can get printable fabrics, or there are certain tricks you can do with freezer paper and such like. There's various tutorials online to tell you about that. But there's just so many different things that you can print on. And of course, all of them will give you slightly different effects. Some things will be, you know, brighter and bolder. Other things will be more grungy or vintage. It's really just a case of just trying things out, seeing what comes of it. And one of the big reasons why I love Printables so much is just all the different things that you can try with them by changing up a few settings or just changing a few mediums that you're working with, printing on. It can completely change how something looks or how something feels or what you decide to do with it. So for example, with these images here that I did to a page for my journal cards, these are actually a linen paper. Now you have to excuse, the sunshine has come gloriously shining through my window, but this has got a nice lovely texture, and it gave the printable quite a nice bright colour, but also it's sort of pastel looking, so it gave it kind of like a vintagey sort of look, I suppose. What else is there? Where's the other page from? Oh, here it is. And then this one, again, this is linen paper, so it just has a really nice texture to it. It's got a really nice feel to it. I love using linen paper for if I want to have that sort of like vintage feel for tags or journal cards or pocket fillers. So yeah, just change things up, have a play, have an experiment. And some of these things I will be sharing tutorials on later in the year. There's various things that I want to share with you to help you get the courage to go off and experiment. But I just wanted to share these things now because they're ideas, they're just nuggets of information to sort of get you thinking. And yeah, I hope it helps. And then the final idea I want to share with you today is to give your fussy cuts a whole new purpose. I want you to see them as more than just fussy cuts to stick down on a page. I've got a few different examples of where we can go with this. This first one is from my Drifted Dreams journal making workshop, but I've actually done these as a freebie inside my treasure box of inspiration. Sorry, the not so secret treasure box of inspiration. So basically, this started as a page of fussy cuts, just bits and pieces. And I had this page and I thought, what could I do with these? What could I turn these into that would be more than just sticking them down as is? And I actually turned them into these paperclip pockets, which is a really fun thing to do. They look fabulous in a beach themed journal and they're really fun and easy to make. So that was one example of seeing a page of fussy cuts and then saying, what else can I do with these beyond just stick them down somewhere? The next example is from my Through the Seasons Altered Book Journal, which, as you can see, is very nearly ready for its flip through. But essentially this is what I have, and I do have a video on how I did this. So here we've got this magnet closure. There we are, magnet on the back. And all this is a word saying Secret Garden and a few flowers just to make it fancied up a bit. It is backed onto some thick card so that it's a, you know, chunky piece. It can be used and moved around and everything. But yeah, it's got a magnet on the back to keep this little secret window closed. So if I remember rightly, the other magnet is inside the page, somewhere around here, underneath here, I think. It was a while since I did this now, but there is a video. And yeah, and essentially this little word and a few flowers became a magnet closure. So that is an example of, it was just some fussy cuts on a page, and now it actually has a purpose beyond just that. And then another fun example for you that I've got is in my latest gratitude journal. I had this clock and I've attached it to the page underneath with a brad so that it's got this really fun, you can just turn it around. And my thoughts for this, and I mentioned at the time of doing the flip through, was if you were going to use this as a gratitude journal, you could twiddle the clock really fast, and then whatever number it sticks at the top is how many good things you have to write down that day. So how many things you're grateful for, you know, 3, 6, 12, whatever it is. And yeah, that was just from a clock fussy cut attached to the page in the middle, in the center of it with a brad so that it turns around. But you can also do similar things like if that brad was in the corner, it could then do kind of like a swing flip up motion, which again I've shared in various different ways as well. And there we go. I hope you've enjoyed seeing those ideas today. I hope it's given you some little bits of sparkly creative inspiration, some mojo boosting, a little bit of spark of inspiration. I hope it's done that for you today. But over to you now. What have I not tried yet? Please do go ahead and share in the comments if you've done something interesting or different with your printables lately. I would love to hear what it is. Or if something gave you an idea today, then I would love to hear what that is as well. Please do go ahead and share it. And of course, if you are looking for some fresh new printables to play with, please do come and have a look at my sale that I have going on at the moment. At the moment, you can save 35% on all of my individual printables on Etsy. Or the even better offer is you save 35% on my bundles. I have 3 different bundles on my website, which I'll link everything down below for you. But yeah, I've got 3 different bundles. They are already discounted from what you would spend individually on Etsy, but I'm also doing a 35% discount on those. And if you buy during my sale, I'm also giving an additional bonus, my Playful Extras collection, which comes with all different kinds of fun things, including my 2 latest hidden writing spots. Those are in the Playful Extras collection bundle, which you get as a free bonus for buying one of my other bundles during my sale. So I do hope you come and look at that if you want some fresh printables to play with. I hope you enjoyed that, and I will be seeing you very, very soon. Bye-bye for now.